Have you ever experienced a moment where fate chooses you to stand in the gap between life and destruction in order to make a difference? To selflessly put yourself between those in need and those who wish to do harm? Could you handle the pressure? In today's video, we're discussing a very special Jedi. She's a type of character that not only commands your attention, but truly epitomizes the purpose of light, to illuminate the way forward. Let's dive into what makes Avar Kriss the hero we need in the High Republic. Welcome back everyone to the Wayseeker YouTube channel. I've been extremely thrilled to interact with this amazing fan community and to make new friends. I also want to take time to plug my new link tree in the description below. It's an easy way to access all of my Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok content. I keep them all updated pretty regularly, so tune in and enjoy. Now, I want to warn you that there will definitely be spoilers from Charles Soule's Light of the Jedi mentioned throughout this video, so enter at your own discretion. In my very first video, I dove into a cool storytelling concept of beginning with the conflict. The story kicks off ominously and bleak, leaving an atmosphere of hopelessness. We have no idea how the problem is going to get resolved, yet we invest our feelings in those who are helpless and terrified. Just when things can't get any worse, the hero rides in and throws in a lifeline. This is how Avar Kriss is introduced to us in the Light of the Jedi. To give a little bit of timeline reference, most of the Jedi Order are currently touring the new Starlight Beacon, the Republic's new space station acting as an embassy of sorts in order to maintain a presence in the Outer Rim frontier. While they are checking out the new station, a passenger ship called the Legacy Run falls victim to an inconspicuous attack while traveling through hyperspace. The ship breaks apart while traveling at light speed and starts emerging in several different points in the galaxy. Traveling just below light speed, the Legacy Run pieces become projectiles crashing into ships, communication stations, moons, and planets. I mean, how do you stop a catastrophe of this magnitude? The primary system being affected by this disaster is Hetzel, with the most populated planet, Hetzel Prime, living the terror in real time. While citizens and government officials are all hunkered down surviving the results of this disaster, a calming voice is broadcasted through the Prime Minister's communication network. A voice full of mystery, but laced with raw hope. This is Jedi Master Avar Kriss. Help is on the way. All we have to go by from Avar's promise is the knowledge of the heroic acts of Jedi that we know of. Obi-Wan, Yoda, Mace Windu, Anakin, Luke. Yet for some reason we trust Avar. Other than Charles Soule setting her up perfectly for a slam dunk, this moment reminds me of Gandalf's arrival at Helm's Deep in the second Lord of the Rings movie. Kind of plants the thought in your head that the Jedi of this era are neither early nor are they late. They arrive precisely when they need to. As soon as she begins to meditate during the Great Disaster, the Force manifests itself into music. Everything around her appears as notes of music. The Republic Defense Coalition, the individual Jedi mounting up in their starfighters, the citizens of Hetzel, and the current disaster are all within her sight. Yet given the looming darkness of this disaster, everything is out of harmony. We've never seen a Force ability quite like this. She's in such proper communion with the Force that it speaks to her as the thing that resonates most with her soul: music, rhythm, harmony. Her job is simple on paper: put everything back into harmony, tweak notes and rhythms here and there. She isn't quite a composer, but more like a maestro, doing her part to take the hodgepodge of different noises and conducting them into a beautiful balance. Harkening back to the Old Republic Legends character Bastila Shan, Avar Kriss specializes in a cool Force technique similar to battle meditation. She's able to form a network and connect every Jedi around her with the Force in order for easy communication and to draw from each other's abilities. So even when a Jedi feels alone and tempted to give in to fear, her abilities allow you to feel the presence of other Jedi, their encouragement, their help, their light. Avar Kriss will reach across the stars just to show you that you're not alone. Even as Avar begins meditating aboard her Republic cruiser, the crew becomes inspired. Here's a cool excerpt from Light of the Jedi when she begins meditating in midair, connecting all of the Jedi together with the Force. Around the bridge, the crew of the Third Horizon took notice. They nodded, or smiled faintly, or simply felt hope bloom. before returning to their urgent tasks. Avar Kriss did not notice. There was only the Force and what it told her and what she must do. Great leaders inspire through their actions, not through empty promises. If anyone is going to fight with everything they have, come what may, it's Avar Kriss. The rubber meets the road when the Jedi sense a canister of liquid Tabana heading directly for the system's largest sun. If it makes impact, the system will be wiped out. The easy thing is to bid adieu to the Hetzel system. Take what survivors they've gathered away. But Avar Kriss is willing to be the one to stand in the gap. Where others see success as a far cry, she believes that all things are possible through the Force. Let's take a look at what she does. She leaves her cruiser, heads straight to the planet's surface, forms a network with all the Jedi that she can reach in the galaxy, and through focus and sheer will, they all move the Tabana gas canister away from the star. Don't miss the importance of this moment and why Avar made the choices that she did. As a leader, she chose to leave the comfort of her own ship and face this problem head on. Specifically, she goes down to the planet's surface. In order for Avar to fully invest herself in every life that's in jeopardy, she goes down to be among them, to be one of them, to feel the very essence of life that cannot be replicated or replaced if she fails. Now, in order to focus her networking abilities, she uses her lightsaber in the same way as a singer would use a pitch pipe. Using the Force, she rotates it very fast in front of her. The noise provides a pitch for her to begin with. It's also acting as a metronome to keep her in rhythm. As kids, we imagine swinging lightsabers in order to defeat our enemies. Using one in this capacity is genius. The intense whirling and the constant hum is amplifying her song in the Force. It helps her harmonize with every Jedi she can reach. Just to give perspective at the gravity of this situation, she can feel Jedi literally dying while exerting themselves too much. Jedi are giving their lives for this effort to help her, and their sacrifice is only fueling Avar to succeed. And against all odds, against the absolute fact that failure was imminent, the Force responded. Avar Kriss led a galaxy of Jedi to compel the Force to alter the course of this Tabana gas canister, directing it away from the star. I'm going to do a part 2 examining what we know about her life as a Jedi, a very interesting relationship between her and Eltzar Mann, and the aftermath of her bravery during the Legacy Run disaster. I'll give you a hint. She gets a very cool promotion. But I wanted to leave with another thought. At the start of this video, I posed a rhetorical question. Have you ever been compelled to stand in the gap? To stand between a homeless person and poverty? To stand between a victim and a bully? To stand between individuals or factions that just can't seem to get along? Avar Kriss is a very special character, but she represents the fact that anybody has the ability to intercede. All it takes is a bit of faith and optimism. So I challenge you, what would you stand in the gap for? Thanks again, everyone, and keep a lookout for part 2 on Avar Kriss. We are all the Republic.